From the field notes of junior xenoanthropologist Ralph Leth. This will likely be my final report before requesting immediate evacuation from Earth Observation Post Delta 1072. When I was first assigned to evaluate humanity's readiness for first contact, I approached the task with the same methodical optimism that earned me top marks at the Galactic Academy. Humans have, after all, managed to achieve spaceflight, begun understanding quantum mechanics, and even created primitive artificial intelligence. They show remarkable potential. Or so I thought. As their planet approaches an arbitrary point in its orbit around their sun, I have observed a disturbing mass hysteria taking hold of the population. It begins slowly, subtle at first, with humans discussing plans for New Year's Eve. I initially hypothesized this referred to some sort of astronomical research celebration, given their recent advances in space exploration. I was catastrophically incorrect. Instead, humans begin purchasing items that make absolutely no logical sense. Today, I watched a human spend their hard-earned currency on a decorative numbering system reading 2025, a year that doesn't even exist yet. When questioned, they said the numbers were for the party. Even more baffling, stores are now discounting items labeled 2024 as if these suddenly have less value. The preparations grow more concerning by the day. Humans are stockpiling bottles of carbonated liquid that has been purposefully contaminated with ethanol. They are purchasing explosive powder packed into cardboard tubes. Some are even acquiring metallic facial decorations that serve no apparent purpose beyond reflecting light in an aesthetically chaotic manner. Most worrying of all is the phenomenon humans call New Year's resolutions. They seem to be making lists of self-improvement goals while fully acknowledging they have no intention of completing them. When I asked one human about this practice, they laughed and said, "Yeah, I probably won't make it past January, but you gotta try, right?" This response makes no logical sense. I must now prepare myself to observe the actual celebration, though I fear what I will witness. If these are merely the preparations, I shudder to think what will happen when their planet actually reaches this apparently significant orbital position. Continued. From the final report of junior xenoanthropologist Ralph. I resign. The events I witnessed last night have convinced me that humanity requires at least another 3 centuries of evolution before we should even consider contact. Allow me to explain why. As their planet approached its designated orbital position, billions of humans began gathering in large groups. Many wore shiny headbands with the numbers 2025 protruding from them like metallic antennae, a fashion choice that serves no practical purpose and likely impedes their already limited field of vision. Then, as if synchronized by some primitive hive mind, they began counting backwards from 60. The first time this happened, I nearly called for emergency evacuation, believing they had discovered some sort of doomsday device. But no, they were merely counting down to midnight. What followed can only be described as controlled chaos. Humans launched explosive devices into their atmosphere, creating bright lights and overwhelming noise. They sprayed each other with pressurized fermented grape juice, complete strangers engaged in mouth-to-mouth contact. The air filled with small pieces of reflective paper that will undoubtedly take weeks to clean up. Most baffling was their insistence on singing something called Old Lang Syne, a song that, according to my research, most of them don't even know the words to. They simply mumble along until the final line, which they shout with inexplicable enthusiasm. The following morning, I observed millions of humans experiencing what they call hangovers, a completely preventable condition they willingly inflict upon themselves. When asked why they celebrate this way, one human responded, "Because it's tradition, you know." No, I do not know. Final recommendation. Humanity should not be contacted until they no longer feel compelled to celebrate something as fundamentally simple as their planet completing an orbit around their star. The fact that they mark this occasion by purposefully inducing headaches and temporary memory loss suggests a species that is far from ready for interstellar relations. Additionally, I am formally requesting a transfer to study the methane-breathing fungi of Relith. They may smell terrible, but at least they don't shoot explosives into the sky because of basic orbital mechanics. End report. Note: attached are many thousands of pieces of video evidence, though I warn that some footage of humans attempting to dance at New Year's parties may be disturbing to more sensitive viewers. Refer to Chapter 7. Thank you so much for listening to this story. I hope you enjoyed it a lot. If you did, please be sure to give it a like. Feel free to comment and share this story too. It helps the channel grow. Let's make this channel huge together.